So here we go, crap to cream, good afternoon. So now I am setting number one top dead center because I've got the new supercharger pulley on here. You might see I've already marked this, but because I've done the exercise, however, I'll just go through it. So what I've done is I found number one on TDC via checking the camshaft ports in here, the camshaft followers in here, sorry. So they're at the compression stroke. So then I'm hoping you can see the clock. I go up and down, and then when it switches top dead center, and then what I've done is I've marked top dead center with the top dead center mark on here, so that you know exactly where top dead center is when you do the timing and setting the engine up afterwards. So there we go, that's that done with a mag base and a DTI. Put that down somewhere safe. Get a rag, just wipe any debris off here. When building an engine, cleanliness is next to godliness, so make sure everything is spotlessly clean. So now when you put these engines together, you have to have a decompression plate on them. So make sure you get the gasket the right way up. There's a top mark there. So that just goes on here like so. Then the decompression plate, that goes on like so. And then the second gasket goes on like so, again making sure you've got a top for top. And now the cylinder head. So I've cleaned this up before I put it on. So I'll drop the cylinder head on. And now put a little dribble of assembly fluid on the ends of these when I put them in the hole. Because this is another camshaft, new rockers, everything's sort of new. I haven't bothered putting these back in the same place that they came out. I'll dribble more of this assembly fluid on the engine when I've done it. I just don't want to get any on the gasket. Got another push rod here somewhere. And number 8. A little bit in each of these cups. I'll clean the bottom of the rocker shaft stools. So one thing to check when you're doing this, right, is to make sure you've got the right rocker shaft for the head, because one has an offset hole, one has an inline oil hole. If you get the wrong one, the oil won't flow to the rockers. So just something to be mindful of when you're doing this. Make sure you put it on the right way around. There you go. Push all the cups, all the rockers into the push rods. And then I can put all my super duper upgraded studs. And the nuts. Well, I'm not going to bore you with all this, so I'll put all the nuts on and then I'll go through the tightening sequence in the next step. I've installed all the ARP studs. I've also put all the nuts on and all the washers, and most importantly I've read all the instructions. So there's separate instructions for the 3/8 diameter and the 5/16 diameter. So the 3/8 is tightened up to 45 foot-pounds, or as per the manufacturer's recommendations, and the 5/16 ones are tightened to 25 foot-pounds. So the 45 foot-pound ones are done in 3 steps. So I did 17, 34 and 51 because that's the manufacturer's recommendation, and then I followed my usual pattern. So dot 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 and then that. All right, so yeah, so just set them all up and then wait for the beep. So I've done all that. Also, I put spark plugs in the holes just so nothing drops in there, and then I've got to go fishing around trying to get it out or take the head back off again. I've also now put assembly fluid all over the top to stop it rusting, because it's going to be a little while before it all goes back together again. And now, because I've done that, I also now put the rocker cover over the top to protect and stop any crap going in. So that's the cylinder head on. You should have seen the decompression plate going in, and use the ARP lubricant which is supplied. Assembler lubricant. Follow your normal bolting pattern, and now I'm going to set the tappets. 12 thou, and that will be pretty well it for the rest of this for today. So I think I've covered it all now. So the head, 2 head gaskets, make sure the top facing, put the plugs in, assembly fluid all over everything to stop it rusting going forward after you've tightened the head bolts up, because you don't want the assembly fluid going between the 2 gaskets and the decompression plate. You don't want any contamination. Alright, so that's where I'm up to right now. So all the time marks set up, so I'll make sure you get this right, so you don't want to be 180 degrees out like I was with the distributor previously on another engine that I built. Alright, so I think that's the end of this little segment. Bye for now. So everything was going so well. The engine was coming together. I had my gaskets, my decompression plate on, the second gasket. I put the head on, as you would have seen, and all the nuts were all done up. And then I came to adjusting the tappets. And because you've added an extra 2 millimeters of height on the cylinder head, the adjusting screws on the tappets now do not have enough thread engagement in the nuts. So when I was adjusting the tappets, a couple of the nuts came, the threads disconnected. Stripped the threads out of the nuts, in other words. So I had a look at the instructions and there's no reference to this problem. So I contacted the gentleman who supplied the kit, and he was as helpful as ever, and he mentioned to me about this issue had been had before, and that people have machined 2 millimeters off the pedestal posts, or the pedestals for the rocker shaft. So that's what I've got to get done now. I'm going to go and get 2 millimeters taken off these. I'm always dubious about taking metal off, and don't like doing that. So these three, you can't get any more. They are no longer available. This one is still available, and this one has mine as the inline oil hole, not the offset oil hole. So both the engines that I have the inline oil hole, and if you put the offset on the inline, it won't work. So you have to make sure you've got the right pedestal, rocker shaft pedestal. Also, these ones here are drilled and have holes in the middle of them. So these have holes in them. So this is off the original engine out of Rose. This is the engine, no sorry, this is the engine that I bought. This is the engine Rose, and Rose has solid tappet screws. So I've been doing a bit of research, and apparently there's not much difference between the two. Like, one is oil fed and one isn't. So anyway, I've got a friend who's got a milling machine, so I'm going to take these to him, and he's going to machine 2 millimeters off all the threads. I've numbered them all up so that they all go back in the right place. The other thing I've done was the engine that the other engine I had, the one that came out of Rose, I did a bit of a check on the valves. So this one obviously leaks a little more than this, but this is after 24 hours, right? So, and then when you've done this, you can put your finger in the exhaust, so that exhaust port's dry, that inlet port's wet. So the inlet valve is leaking on that one, exhaust port's leaking on that one, inlet, and a little bit of exhaust. So these all, I filled all the compartments up with diesel. I use diesel because it's quite a quick searching product, and left it in for I left it in for 12 hours and checked it, and they were all pretty good, but over a 24-hour period they've all drained out a little bit. So I'm not overly concerned about the condition of the valves, so I'll just mop all them up, dry them all out, and then that's good to go. And I did check the compressions before I took the cylinders, the engine out, and they were all around the 160, 175 psi, so they're all good, not too concerned about that. Could well change the valve springs, and I've got plenty of spare valves. I'm now in a place, because the head gaskets never actually ran, but they have been compressed, so I'm just contemplating whether to reuse them or not, because they haven't actually run in the engine as yet. But this is the problem that I've come across, and my solution, as I've said earlier, is to get the 2 millimeters machined off here, so then I can adjust all the tappets to where they should be. Alright, so I will continue on my journey when I've had these machined up, and I'll start putting the engine back together again.